Hello everyone. Well, we thought we'd do a video about our first big camping trip of the year and what we eat along the road. So Joe's over here. Say hi, Joe. As you can see behind us, we are staying at if you're an RVer, you've probably heard of Harvest Host, and it's where you can stay at businesses like wineries and farms and distilleries and different restaurants. There's all different kinds of things. So we are on our way to the Panhandle of Florida, and this is right out 40 miles from Nashville. Yeah, and it's a big farm called South 40. And it's beautiful. So we've been sitting outside. I did my yoga out there. We got here about 2:30, 3 o'clock. We took Basil on a couple walks already. So we want to show you what we're eating on the road. So here you go. Joe has leftover. Let me turn the camera around for a second, if it will let me. Actually, no, I can do it this way. So Joe has pizza from leftover pizza. So we do have electricity, no water here. So I was able to use the air fryer and heat up the pizza. And then I have, let's see if I can get this, some baked potatoes that were left over and some salad with some beans. I had some like beans and corn, and I just added some salsa with some celery that I needed to finish, and I put it in the fridge, and I've been eating it for lunches and dinners as we get our way down there. Because the fridge, we've told you before, is kind of small, and we just wanted to finish up things as we make our way down there. And then tomorrow night when we get to our final destination for 3 nights, we'll go get some groceries. So we just wanted to show you, we're just going to make a compilation video, and so we'll see you on the next meal. See you later. Hey guys. Hey Joe. Say hello. So this is day number 2, and now we're at our campsite that we're going to be at for 3 nights. It's Falling Waters State Park. So we just got back from the grocery store, and this is where I personally like to spend a little bit more money to make it easier for me, because on vacation I want a little bit of time. I love to cook, don't get me wrong, but I like it when I get a little help. And our RV is tiny, so when we went, they had, let's see if we can get a picture of it. There we go. There we go. So they had the veggies, what do they call them? The kebabs. So it's got, can I flip the camera on this? Okay. So it's got the squash, the zucchini, the peppers, the onions, the mushrooms. Well, Joe eats the peppers, the squash, and the zucchini, and I will eat all of it. And then we mixed it with some leftover potatoes, and we got one other potato. And then Joe has a steak to go with it. So, and we've got clementines at the table, and I have a few beans that I need to eat. So it's that simple, and Joe's doing it all outside because, you know, it's a little warm. So we just wanted to show you how quick and easy it can be when you're out camping. So we'll see what other meal we'll do for you next. See you soon. Well, hello everyone. Well, we lost audio on this particular day. I don't know what happened. So I don't like doing the overlays, but I want to tell you what happened, what we were doing. So on this day, we were going to make pancakes. So we were at the campground in the Panhandle of Florida, and Joe's got the griddle, the outside griddle, and because the griddle is seasoned, I didn't have to add any oil or anything, and I had it on a medium low so that we could make the pancakes. So I had a pancake mix that actually was dairy free, which there are some brands. It's not a special brand. I think it was a store brand. And so all I needed to do was add water. And the recipe also called for oil, which of course I'm not going to use the oil, but I used a half cup of applesauce. And I keep these applesauce, half cup applesauces in the house and in the RV, because not only can you eat them, but they're great for things like this. So I added equal parts. I added 1¼ cup of the pancake mix, and I added a half a cup of the applesauce, and then I used water to fill up the half cup, and then I ended up adding a little bit more. Anytime you have pancake mix or any kind of mix, you always want to add on the low side of the liquid. Like usually they tell you from this amount to this amount, but you can always add more liquid if you need to, because sometimes the flour does absorb the liquid more than other times. It could be that the more humidity in the air, it could be you're in a higher altitude, you just don't know. So you'll see that I added exactly what it called for, but then I realized, oh, I'm going to need to add a little bit more water. And so that's what I did. So I put them on the griddle, and I'm going to end up adding some blueberries to mine. And then I also had you'll see it a little bit later in the video. I just put blueberries in a pot inside the RV. So I've put the pancake mix on the griddle, and I have added the blueberries to mine. I forgot and added blueberries to one of Joe's too. We also added some sausage. We pre-cooked sausage and bacon before our trip, so all you have to do is heat them up for Joe. And then I'm going to let the pancakes sit there for a few minutes. I think we've gone over this before. Wait till you see some bubbles at the top. And if you try to move the pancakes and they don't move, that means they're not ready. So then I just waited a few seconds longer, and then they were able for me to flip them. And the reason I'm squishing them down is because I like the blueberries to like break open and get all gooey. That's what I love. And then Joe's going to show you a panoramic view of our site, and you'll get to see our dog Basil. And here we are, finished product with the blueberry pancakes. You'll see Joe's has the pancakes with the sausage. And you'll see the pot where I put the blueberries. I've done this before on the video. I just put them in a pot, let them get heated up, squish them down a little bit, and they turn into this thick syrup, which is fantastic. And then I've also got regular maple syrup in case Joe doesn't want the blueberry syrup. And that's how easy it is to make brunch on the road. And we lost all the rest of the video that we took on the camping trip. So this is it for this particular video. Have a great week.